goddesses, welcome to week 2. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. And today I am going to go over the second step in the 7 steps of the goddess mindset. So today we're going to go over O and overcoming negative self-talk. So this is one I'm super passionate about because we're going to talk about positive affirmations. And so y'all might be sick of me talking about positive affirmations by now, but it's going to be part of the next 20 days. So I hope you're enjoying it because it's not going to go away. So there's 3 stories I want to talk about. One is just kind of my personal journey with positive affirmations, and then 2 stories that just reflect the overall power of positive thinking and just positive self-image. So with that being said, I do hope, I know this is a huge issue for so many women especially. How do we change our mindset to go from overcoming negative self-talk to really embracing the beauty of who we are? So just like we feed our body healthy food, we have to feed our mind healthy thoughts. Today's thoughts become tomorrow's reality. So my intention for this talk is just to really incorporate some steps for you to do every day that can help change the channel in your mind to go from a negative self-talk to positive self-image. And then also, I hope these stories will touch your heart a little bit so you remember those as well. But to start off, I really want to talk about my personal journey with positive affirmations. So if you watch the intro video, you know I'm divorced and I've had several toxic relationships in my life. And I got to a point where I don't think I could go much longer. I just didn't have any strength. I didn't believe in myself. I had no confidence. I felt just beat up mentally and emotionally. I felt like everything I did was wrong. I felt like I was not enough. I was unlovable. That and that can wear on you. So I've been in that spot. I've been in that place where it took everything I had just to take that step to get out of bed in the morning. There was a time, it just took everything I had to keep going. And then one day I was introduced to affirmations, and it radically transformed my life. And I have never been the same. And it's been about 6 years now, and I still say them every day. I still have them in my car. I still have them on my mirror. And I'm just super passionate for it. So I hope something I say today will help change that channel like it did for me. So with that being said, my personal story with affirmations, I was just in a really desperate place. So when I came across affirmations, they truly were like water to my soul. I felt like a camel in a desert. And the first time I started writing them, it was really uncomfortable. And speaking them was really uncomfortable. And then having them on my mirror and then saying them and looking at myself at the same time was really, really difficult. So I commend you for incorporating these into your life. And I know it can feel a little awkward at first, but I promise you it will make radical change for you. I fell so deep in love with affirmations. I started just researching, like, how is this working? How is this shifting my mind? Why is this affecting me so much and giving me strength every day? Every day I was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then I read that in your sleep, you could actually learn another language, because while you're sleeping, your mind is still working. And so your subconscious is still learning. So I was like, well, I wonder if that will work for affirmations. And I found on YouTube where you could listen to 8-hour affirmations while you sleep. And I would put my headphones in my ear and I would go to sleep. And I'm just telling you, it worked. It worked so much. I can't even tell you the shifts that began happening in my life. And I know it was because of affirmations and being consistent with it and saying it every day and just desiring that change in my life. So if you want some of those 8-hour affirmations while you sleep, I can definitely send them to you. I still do it now when I've had a bad day, or I'm just not feeling well, or I just need a little boost. I still do it. So anyway, I'm very passionate about it, and let me know if you have any questions around those. But positive affirmations, what makes them so important is you're speaking them into existence. So an affirmation usually starts with an I am statement. So there's a quote that says, I am. Two of the most powerful words, for what you put behind them creates your reality. So for example, I am strong, I am brave, I am beautiful, I am here to create great change, I am here to step into my life's greatest purpose. That's what kind of makes an affirmation so powerful. So that's a little bit about my journey with them. I hope that connects with somebody, and that you will also just see the importance of them and incorporate them into your daily life. Next are just two kind of light-hearted stories that I think you can make great change through stories. So I always try to tell them when I can. But one is the story of the bumblebee. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but this is true. The bumblebee is scientifically proven to, because of aerodynamically, not be able to fly. But she does every day, right? So I love this as an example to all of us who know our truth, that know that voice within our soul that tells us what we so desire. And just like the bumblebee, what would happen if we didn't listen to anybody else's opinions or judgments or criticisms? What if we were just so true to ourselves? What if we gave ourselves so much power to be who we know we are, that we were able to shine our light and give our gift to the world every day? Because it's true, you do have that gift and that power. All you have to do is choose which channel you're listening to. Are you going to listen to the channel of other people's judgments and criticisms and the know-it-alls? Or are you going to listen to yourself and your intuition and your gut and your soul and what you know you're here to do? So just think of the bumblebee. She is here with great purpose. If she were to listen to those judgments or criticisms or opinions, she would not be making the impact she does to our planet. She has huge impact on our ecosystem. Without her, there would be no flowers pollinated. So can you imagine the world without the bumblebee? So you are just like her. The world is waiting for your divine gift, for your light. So put it out, put it in the world, and stand so powerfully and so unapologetically in your gift and in your truth, and shut out all the other channels, all the other voices. So that's the second story. And then the third is one of my favorites, and it's the story of the chicken and the eagle. And it's actually a fable that you might have heard. But once upon a time, there was a farmer who had a chicken coop. And one day, there was an eagle nest up high in the tree, and the eagle egg fell down into the chicken coop. And it hatched, and this eagle was raised by chickens. So one day the farmer has a friend over who looks in the chicken coop and is appalled that they're like, why in the world is this eagle in the chicken coop? She can fly away. What is she doing? I've got to help her. So the farmer's friend picks up the eagle and puts her on the fence and says, Eagle, don't you know who you are? Spread your wings and fly. And the eagle just looks at him and jumps right back in the chicken coop. So this really disturbed the farmer's friend. So he comes back the next day. And this time he picks up the eagle and takes her to the top of the barn and says, Eagle, don't you know who you are? Spread your wings and fly. Again, the eagle just looks at him, doesn't fly, and the farmer has to take her down and put her back in the chicken coop. So again, this is really disturbing to the farmer's friend. So he comes back for the third day. This time, he picks up the eagle, puts her in the car, and he takes her outside of that environment. He takes her to the mountains, and there's a beautiful meadow and the mountaintops and the green grass. And he puts the eagle out on his arm, and he says, Eagle, don't you remember who you are? Spread your wings and fly. And this time, outside of the chicken coop, the eagle looked at the farmer's friend. She then spread her big mighty wings and she took off and flew. So I love that story. It's just a reminder to be aware of your surroundings and your circumstances. Are you aware that you are an eagle and that there's chickens around you? Because at some point in your life or some area of your life there are, and you are the eagle and you have mighty wings, and it is your responsibility to stay connected to your truth, to not forget who you are. And if you find yourself surrounded by chickens, to know that you have the choice and the power to fly away. But more importantly, that you remember your authentic truth and what you are here to do, because you are very powerful. You are divinely loved and supported, and your responsibility is just to be you and to put you into the world, and to remember that the negative self-talk you are hearing is not your truth. It is not your truth. So what you need to do is just to start being aware of that voice when it creeps in, and to call it out. Say, I hear you. You are not real, okay? You are not my truth. And just be aware of those triggers and be aware of what that voice is. You know, again, we talk to ourselves in such awful ways, like, oh, I'm stupid, I can't believe I did that, or, you know, I'm ugly, or I'm overweight, or I just can't do anything right. I mean, we beat ourselves up. And we would never talk to our friends like that. We would never talk to our kids like that. We would never talk to our coworkers or our boss like that. So why do we do it to ourselves? So be aware of that and know that, you know, you have the power to change that within yourself. You have to be able to catch it. So 1, be aware of it. 2, catch it. 3, call it out. Stop yourself and change the script. If you catch yourself saying, I am so stupid, I can't believe I did that. Rewind and say, oh, that's okay. I'll do better next time. I mean, there's so many different scripts you can replace that with. So be aware of that, call it out, change the script, and treat yourself like you treat everyone else, because you are a giver and you are kind, and you need to be a giver and be kind to yourself. With that being said, thank you for listening to those stories. I hope you enjoyed them. I just want to give you 5 things to do, 5 takeaways, things to do, again, to further overcome negative self-talk. So 1, of course, is to speak, write, or listen positive affirmations, or all of the above. Focus on the good. When you focus on the good gets better. So yeah, do we all have strengths? Yes. Do we all have weaknesses? Yes. Focus on your strengths. For right now, focus on your strengths and just give that more energy and more love and more attention, because like I've said before, energy goes where attention flows. So be mindful of that. 3, turn failure into lessons. We all have failed. We have all made mistakes. You cannot let failure define you, because it doesn't. It was a stepping stone of your journey. So just say, wow, I didn't fail. That was a great teacher. I'm ready for what's next. What's next? How can I do that again? And how can I do it better? So don't let failure stop you. It does not define you. Failure is not failure. It is just a lesson, and it is a great teacher. The 4th is focus on the present. We are not, just like we are not defined by failure, we are not defined by our past. It doesn't matter. Right now, in this present moment, your choice, your thoughts are what catapults you to the future. So if you've just got to forgive yourself, release it, and to say, I am in a new moment. Today is a new day. I release the past. I am here in the present moment, and I choose to move forward in my highest good. And then don't anticipate the future as well. And then 5, surround yourself with people who support you. Beware of chickens. And I know you all can do that now. And now you'll probably laugh and think, that's a chicken. I'm an eagle. So that's my goal anyway. And then last but not least, allow yourself to be perfectly imperfect. No one is perfect, okay? We all make mistakes. There's no such thing as the perfect person. So allow yourself grace. Just know you are perfectly made. You are divinely made. You are here to do great things. You are here to shine your light. And what you think is your imperfection is probably one of your greatest strengths. So embrace that. That's all I have for today. And for overcoming negative self-talk, I hope something in that talk resonated with you. I hope you move forward in this week with great power. I hope you claim your power back from negative self-talk and negative self-image. I hope you recognize your highest potential, change the channel for your highest good, and live your best life this week. Bye, goddesses.